Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So Gemini, in today's reading, I'm going to give you two of the Denise Lynn Oracle cards. Going to do your reading and then clarify it. So let us get started. Let's see what's going on in your reading. Take what resonates and leave the rest. This is going to be for Gemini, 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 Gemini. All right, Gemini. So let's see what's going on. Two cards for Gemini for their highest good. This is going to be for Gemini. Wow. All right. So you have impasse. Reflect and redirect your energy. So with this card, if you could clearly see, there's like a roadblock here. That's a road, but then it's blocked. I feel like you're very blocked right now, not being able to see clearly. I feel like you really need to really redirect your energy, because there's something here that's keeping you from really seeing clearly. Okay, maybe you're in your mind a lot about things. And then you also have solitude, Gemini. Solitude says, in peace, peace prevails. So definitely you're worried about things, or you're in your mind about everything going on. So we'll see what's going on with the cards. Take what resonates with you, Gemini, and leave the rest. This is for Gemini, 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 Gemini. All right, Gemini. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. One for the current for Gemini. For this situation. For the past or now. For the what's hidden. The hopes and the fears. Okay, what you need to do now. What you need to work on. Oh, okay, and the outcome. Wow. There's definitely some kind of decision that you're making. Okay, here we go. So you do, at the end of the tarot deck, you do have the Magician card. Really start thinking positive and shift that mindset. I feel like you're going to be walking away from something. I feel like you're looking at your value, like you're really definitely trying to walk away from something that, is not going to be for you. Wow. I feel like you need to see your worth also. But definitely you're in your mind a lot about a lot of things that are going on. Let's see. All right, so you start off with the Two of Swords, Gemini. The Two of Swords is definitely talking about making a decision. I feel like you really need to take that blindfold off and really find that clear energy, clear your energy, and really find that solitude, because you really need that before you make any decisions. Really clear the energy that you're in, because I feel like, it's like you're in your mind a lot. With the King of Swords here, I feel like you need to start focusing on things. I feel like you need to really, because it's in a situation right now. So you really need to start focusing, being bold, stand in your power, really speaking your mind about things and what's going on. You do have the Justice card here. The Justice is talking about, seeing the truth. Really seeing the truth. Wow, I feel like there's something here you need to really address. Like, it's in your mind weighing a lot. There's some kind of truth that you're going to need to speak about or to see. There's something here about that. Okay, because you have the Justice card, the King of Swords, and you have the, Page of Swords. So there's definitely some kind of truth here. Okay, so you have the Ten of Pentacles here also. The Ten of Pentacles is talking about wanting, comfort, wanting that security, wanting to establish yourself, wanting that material success also, wanting the wealth, which I feel like you want that. And I feel like there's somebody there, like for your family maybe, or your significant other. You really want that. You have that, the Temperance card down here. For the hopes and fears, and I feel like you need to really balance everything out, especially on how you're seeing things and feeling and doing things. I feel like you really need to be calm about things, have patience, really balance your emotions on things. I do feel like you are on the right path, but that you need to handle things better in a different way. You have the sun card for what you need to do now, and that's think positive about everything. Like I feel like you're not thinking, you're very like your energy is very cluttered, and I feel like you really need to start thinking clearly. I feel like you need to be positive no matter what, even if it seems like it's not going to work out or there's something there. Really just think positive about everything. Get this worry out of your mind. You do have the Page of Swords here. And the Page of Swords is talking about really expressing yourself clearly, knowing how to communicate better. Try not to jump into any conclusions or try to jump into anything like, oh my God, they don't like me because they didn't say yes, stuff like that. Really try to leave that out of, like, see the truth in everything, and don't jump into everything fast, okay? I feel like there's going to be messages here, and I feel like you need to be ready for anything that comes your way. Um, and then for the outcome, you do have the Two of Wands. Two of Wands is talking about making plans, trying to, you could be making plans and not saying anything about it also. But there's definitely making plans here. There's also a decisions and, just putting things out there, your projects, also I feel like you may want something to come in, or you're waiting on something to come in, which is very interesting here. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Gemini, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is going to be for Gemini. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. All right, Gemini. Two of Swords. Why is the Two of Swords here? Wow. Wow. Okay. So you do have the Two of Swords here, and I do feel like there is a decision that you are making, definitely. They're asking you to take that blindfold off and really clear your energy. Right now, I feel like your energy is like going all over the place. And it shows here because of the cards that you're getting. And then you also have the Hermit card here. I feel like you're very hurt about something. I feel like it still bothers you a lot, that whatever painful situation you're going through, I feel like you're still feeling it. And, I feel like you need to really go with them, because there is decisions that you're trying to make, and it's very hurtful for you. And I feel like you need to really be objective and really see two sides to everything. And I feel like, whatever it is that you're going through, it's a very painful situation. Your emotions are very high right now. They will be very high very soon. And I feel with the Hermit card that you just need to really think about everything that's going on in your life and find that solitude and find that peace within you, even though you've been hurt. Okay. And that's what they're saying. Really, really look at that. Take that blindfold off and really see things for what they are. Okay. Gemini. Wow. And then you have the King of Swords here. And why is the King of Swords here for Gemini? My card. So you do have the King of Swords, like I said, they want you to start focusing on things and stand back into your power. They also want you to start speaking your mind and really be careful on how you're saying things to people, okay? Really, really be careful on how you're doing that, okay? Like, don't just be mean and angry or shout at them or, belittle them. Really be careful on how you're doing things, okay? I feel like there is change that's going to come in, and I feel like there is going to be unexpected messages that could make you feel very upset about things. But there is definitely going to be a lot of change that's going to come through for you. But I feel like you need to focus, like really start focusing and really speak your mind about things, but not harsh, okay? Really be careful on that. You do have the Devil card, and they're asking you to leave these old patterns behind. Like, Gemini, when you think about things, you think about things, and you hold it. You hold on to it and you do not let go of it. I don't know why, but y'all do. And you got to try to let that go, okay? really move on from these old patterns that you're dealing with, really, because it's making you feel like you're stuck. It's making you feel like, oh man, um, it's making you feel like, there's nothing that I can do. This is the end of the world. This is it, that kind of thing. And you really need to try to move forward from that. And I feel like you will, but you just need to find that peace within you. You need to find that solitude. Because things are definitely going to be moving forward for you, but you need to start focusing on everything, okay? You have the Justice card here, and the Justice card is saying, see the truth and speak your truth about things. You may be hearing the truth about something, and it could be very painful, or you might also be seeing the truth or speaking the truth about something, but I do believe that this is going to be now and very soon. You have the Ten of Pentacles here. And why is the Ten of Pentacles here for Gemini? One more card. Wow, look at that. Okay. So this is something you're not seeing. Okay. You want that stability. You want that material success. Yes, you do. We all do, right? We all want that money. We all want that, to be stable and not to have to worry about anything, but I do feel like you will reach that. I do feel like you're going to have more than enough for your family and yourself. But I feel like you need to trust yourself. I feel like you need to trust your intuition. I feel like you need to trust yourself on how you're doing things. I feel like you need to have self-care also, and really just learn to have that compassion and forgiveness for things that are going on in your life. I mean, even though it seems like, even though you may think that, well, they don't deserve my compassion and forgiveness, the thing is that you may not think that you need to give it, but you do. Okay. It's not just for that other person, but it's for yourself, for your heart, and the way you're dealing with things, because I feel like you could be blocked because, you don't let go of these things that are going on in your life. And I feel like you need to try to let that go. Okay. I also feel like you need to nurture yourself, and you need to put boundaries, set boundaries around you. Like, enough is enough. Like, enough is enough. That's enough. You can only take so much. Okay. And I feel like you need to do that. You also have the Six of Swords here, and the Six of Swords is definitely saying that you're definitely walking away from a lot of things. You're moving forward, you're going on a new path, and better times are coming. And this is something that you do have to move forward from. And I feel like you do know that you have to move forward no matter what. Even if it's painful, you still have to move forward from it. And then you have the Temperance card down here. And why is the Temperance card here for Gemini? One more card. Wow, look at that. So, like I said, really try to keep everything balanced, your emotions, your intuition, your emotions, and just the way how you're talking to people. Really keep that balance, try not to snap at people. Be calm and have patience for everything, because you have the Temperance card here. But you're also very divinely guided, Gemini. And you do want that stability. You want that success, and you want that material success to come through. And it will, but you just need to have patience. It's in divine timing and everything that you want. But you need to have that patience and that calmness right now. Feel like you need to balance everything out, from what you're doing to what you're thinking to what you're feeling. Feel like you need to have that balance. Also, too, with the Two of Swords here, I feel with the Two of Swords, you need to take that blindfold off and really see things for what they are. I feel like you're trying to make a decision, and I feel like you're just not really, you're letting your emotions get in the way of a lot of things. And right now, I feel like you just need to go within and reflect. I feel like you need to change the way you're looking at things, and I feel like you need to think positive in everything, no matter what. Wow. You have the Sun card here, Gemini. And why is the Sun card here? One more card. Wow, good, good, good. All right. So you do have the Sun card here, and the Sun card is saying, let the sun shine on you. Think positive in everything, no matter what, because things are going to get better. You may not see it, you may not feel it, but it is going to get better. you know, even though you feel like you're just like stuck, or you feel like everything's going on and it's like, wow, and is everything just coming down on me? No, it's not. Things are going to get better. See the sun, be the light, in everybody, in your life. Think positive in everything. Find your strength, find your confidence, to accept the things that are going on, to think positive and everything, because when the strength card shows up, it's about having control of not staying in the past, but letting it go. They're asking you to leave the past behind and move forward, to just learn from it and use it as a lesson. They're asking you to really control the doubts that you're thinking about, okay? And believe that you can do anything, and really have compassion for everything that's going on. And with the Four of Swords here, I do feel like you will move forward. I do feel like it's because it's like they're saying, the sun is shining on you. Things are going to get better. Think positive. Find your courage and your confidence, because you do have it. But, you got to find it. You got to know that, rise above from everything that's going on, and just say, you know what? I'm just going to move forward. I'm not going to deal with this anymore, and just keep going, because I do feel like you will move forward. There is happiness here. There's moving forward. There's celebration to something better. So just know that, okay? And this is something that you need to do now. You have the Page of Swords here, and what you need to work on. And why is the Page of Swords here? Wow. So like I said, the Page of Swords is here. Page of Swords is talking about unexpected messages coming in. Maybe there's messages that you've been receiving, or you saw. Really try not to jump to conclusions. This is one thing about Gemini, is that they want to just like really push at it really fast, and you really need to step back and think about things. They're asking you to see the truth and do your research in everything that's going on in your life. Okay, really see the truth. Even if you don't want to see it, really see it, because you also have the Eight of Swords again. Take off that blindfold and see things for what they are. Okay, try not to jump into conclusions. Really, try not to jump into anything. Okay, like really quick either. Really be objective. Really see things for what they are, because they're saying that there is a new path here. There's new things coming in. There's old things are leaving your life and new things are coming in. If you want it, if you give it a chance to come in, they will. But really take that blindfold off, okay? Because at times, there are a lot of times that you just feel like, giving up, and they're asking you not to. And also too, there is a new path here, but, you gotta also try to leave a lot of this stuff behind. You're in your mind a lot. It shows here that you are definitely moving forward, that you're walking away from a lot. But, you got to start. Like, you have to start too. Try to balance yourself. Try to take care of yourself. Try not to go back to those old patterns that you've been doing. And then for the outcome, you have the Two of Wands. There is a decision that you're definitely trying to contemplate. And why is the Two of Wands here for Gemini? Good. All right. So, Gemini, you do have the Two of Wands here. Two of Wands is talking about, making plans, moving forward, be calm about things. Okay. Really find your patience with everything that's going on. Even if it seems like there's so much going on and you just can't find it, try to find it. I feel like you just really need to have patience for everything. I feel like you're going to. You have the Chariot card here. Start taking control of everything that's going on in your life. I do feel like there is success here. I do feel like you are going to be moving forward. I also feel like there's going to be, for some of you guys, there's going to be moving resident to resident. Okay, so just know that. And then with the Queen of Pentacles here, being here, yes, you know how to do everything, Gemini. You definitely do. But slow down. Take care of you first before you start doing it more for everyone. It's time to start slowing down and take care of yourself, the way you're feeling, the way what you're doing, what you're letting yourself get away from things, jumping into things, doing things that are just not good, really try to find that peace within you, even though it hurts, even though you have been hurt very deeply. try to get away from all this stuff that's going on in your life, the worry, the hurt, all that. Try to let it go. Okay. Try your best. Sometimes we can't let go of it, but we can certainly move on with our life no matter what, you know. See clearly in everything that you're doing, the decisions, the decisions, the things that you're constantly thinking about, really take off that blindfold and start taking care of the things that are going on in your life, because you need to. And be calm and have patience for everything, because things are going to fall into place for you. There's a lot of good things here, but you just need to see them. You need to believe that, there is a lot of things that are going to change, but there's a lot of good things that are coming in right after it. So just know that. All right, so Gemini, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will definitely see you next time. God bless.